Hello, good morning, all of you. This is the part 15 of human reproduction. In this part, you are going to learn oogenesis. Okay, before I start this part 15, I would like to tell you some important points uh, regarding NEET Biology YouTube channel. In that channel, you find when you open the channel, you find home videos, and next to that, there is a playlist. Okay, in that playlist, if you open the press the that button playlist, you find many playlists. Okay, in those I have created nearly more than 20 playlists are there. And if you open Animal Kingdom playlist, Animal Kingdom NTA mock test MCQ playlist, you can find nearly 20 to 30 bits. Okay, starting from NTA mock test 2 up to mock test 12. Okay, I keep uploading many papers as possible before NEET exam. If you see those bits, okay, you get one idea from which area they are asking bits, what type of bits they are asking, and key points also. Okay, I covered that. Next one, after Animal Kingdom, you have another zoology topic in NCERT 11, that is structural organization animals. In structural, if you open the another playlist, structural organization animals NTA mock test, NTA mock test MCQ. There you find many bits, okay, which are given in, okay, in sequence wise. I uploaded NTA mock test 2, NTA mock test 3, NTA mock test 4. Then you can understand how many bits are they are giving, what type of bits they are asking, you get an idea. Then if you go to the next lesson, that is called human physiology, in that one of the chapter is digestion absorption. If you open the digestion absorption MCQ, NTA MCQ playlist, you find number of bits. Okay, therefore you can get one idea what type of bits they are asking, that it would be helpful for your preparation. Okay, next one, oogenesis. The process of formation of female gametes or womb is called oogenesis, and starts during embryonic stage of development in the fetal ovary. It starts during embryonic stage of development in the fetal ovary. Okay, a couple of million oogonia, female gamete mother cells, are present in each ovary during embryonic stage. These oogonia do not multiply thereafter, and their number is constant. What is meant by oogenesis? The process of oogenesis is different from ovulation. What is meant by ovulation? Okay, the process of release of secondary oocyte from 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 okay ovary, that is called as ovulation. Okay, oogenesis is different. The process of formation of female gamete or womb is called oogenesis. It starts during the embryonic stage of development in the fetal ovary. That's very important. A couple of million oogonia, female gamete mother cells, are present in each ovary during embryonic stage, and these oogonia do not multiply thereafter, and their number is constant. These oogonia increase their size, like in spermatogonia, increase in their size and become primary spermatocyte. Here oogonia increase in their size and become primary oocyte. The primary oocyte starts meiosis 1 and stops at prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Very important. Prophase 1 of meiosis 1. Primary oocyte starts meiosis 1 and stops at prophase 1 of meiosis 1. This is called as primary oocyte at prophase 1. Primary oocyte at prophase 1. This primary oocyte develops a layer of granulosa cells, and it is called primary follicle. Okay, primary oocyte. Okay, this is the primary follicle. Okay, inside this primary follicle, what is present? Primary oocyte is present. Okay, this primary oocyte develops. What does it develop? A layer of granulosa cells, and now it is called primary follicle. Inside this primary follicle, what is present? Primary oocyte is present. Next, what is follicular atresia? Large number of follicular cells degenerate from the birth to the puberty. This process is called follicular atresia. Large number of follicular cells degenerate from birth to puberty. Okay, this process is called follicular atresia. The degenerated primary follicles called as atretic follicles. Okay, the large number of follicles degenerate from the birth to the puberty. This process is called follicular atresia. Follicular atresia. The degenerated primary follicles are called atretic follicles. At the time of puberty, each ovary contains only 60,000 to 80,000 primary follicles. At the time of puberty, how many follicles are there in each ovary? 60,000 to 80,000. That means in two ovaries, 1,20,000 to 1,60,000 primary follicles. Now secondary follicle. It contains large number of layers of granulosa cells and theca layer. Okay, now we call it secondary. What do we call it? Secondary follicle. You can see the primary follicle. Primary follicle develops into secondary follicle. Okay, this secondary follicle contains large number of layers of granulosa cells and theca layer. Next one, primary follicle transforms into secondary follicle. Secondary follicle transforms into tertiary follicle. Tertiary follicle contains a fluid-filled cavity called antrum. Okay, you can observe here. Okay, what is that follicle? Tertiary follicle. Okay, tertiary follicle contains showing antrum, a fluid-filled space. This is called antrum, and you can also observe here granulosa cells. Okay, this tertiary follicle filled with fluid has a fluid filled cavity called antrum. Theca layer is differentiated into two layers. What are they? Theca interna and theca externa. You can see in this diagram. Okay, mature Graafian follicle. This is okay. It consists of theca externa and theca interna. Theca externa and theca interna. Okay, theca externa and theca interna. This is the cellular layer made up of cells, and theca interna secretes estrogen hormone, important one, and granulosa cells also secrete some estrogen. The tertiary follicle stage first primary follicle at the prophase 1. In the primary tertiary follicle stage, primary 1 means here primary oocyte at the prophase 1. Okay, one of the meiosis 1 will begins and completes the division meiosis 1. As a result, a first polar body is formed. I think you got it. Okay, for primary follicle, secondary follicle, tertiary follicle. In the primary follicle, primary oocyte is present. In secondary follicle also, primary oocyte is present. In the third tertiary follicle, primary oocyte, it undergoes. Okay, primary oocyte at the prophase 1 of the meiosis 1 will begins and completes the division of meiosis 1. As a result, a first polar body is formed. Okay, then what happens? As a result, a large-sized haploid secondary oocyte and a tiny first polar body are formed. Okay, polar body formed because it is unequal division. Very important one here. Here the division is unequal division. Okay, now the tertiary follicle further changes into mature follicle, otherwise called Graafian follicle, by developing Okay, now the tertiary follicle further changes into mature follicle or Graafian follicle by developing zona pellucida membrane. Okay, you can see here this is the Graafian follicle. Okay, Graafian follicle. Okay, and various parts of this Graafian follicle you can observe here zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. Zona pellucida. Okay, it is also important. What is the composition of zona pellucida? It is also given in mock test, one of the mock test papers. It is made up of glycoprotein. It is a glycoprotein rich layer, zona pellucida membrane, and corona radiata layer around the secondary oocyte. The oocyte which is present inside this mature follicle is the secondary oocyte. Now the granulosa cells transform into corona radiata layer. This is a corona radiata layer, nothing but it is a granulosa cells. Now the meiosis 1, okay, there is a completion of meiosis 1. What is found? Polar body and secondary oocyte is formed. And now the secondary oocyte starts meiosis 2 but stops at metaphase 2. It stops at metaphase 2. The remaining part I will complete in the next part.